The Apothecary Diaries cut one scene from the light novel that would have changed how fans see Jinshi in the Apothecary Diaries. Every gesture, line, and glance carries weight, especially when it comes to the mysterious and fan-favorite Jinshi. The anime adaptation has been praised for its faithful representation of the original light novel's complex characters and layered political intrigue. However, not every moment from the books made it to the screen. Among the omissions, there is one seemingly minor scene that could have dramatically altered how fans perceive Jinshi's character in a quiet, emotionally revealing moment involving a cat. While anime adaptations often streamline narratives for pacing or runtime, this particular cutscene has lingered in the minds of light novel readers. It involved Jinshi asking about Mao Mao's pet cat, also named Mao Mao, during a moment of personal distress. The act is subtle, but the implications are profound. By removing this scene, the anime withholds a rare, tender insight into Jinshi's emotional state and evolving feelings toward Mao Mao. For avid fans of both characters, like at Kiyozuki on X, the absence of this moment leaves a small but significant gap in their understanding of his depth in the anime version of the Apothecary Diaries. In the light novel, the scene unfolds after Mao Mao disappears, having been kidnapped. Jinshi, visibly stressed and deeply affected by her absence, seeks out any possible source of comfort. He inquires about her pet cat, not for information, but in the hope that petting the animal might soothe his frayed nerves. It is an odd moment of emotional honesty from a man who is typically composed and inscrutable, even in high-pressure situations. For readers, this glimpse of vulnerability is a revelation, hinting at how much Mao Mao truly matters to him. This is not just a moment of sadness, it is also a clear indication of Jinshi's emotional attachment. The fact that he reaches for her cat, of all things, shows a longing for connection. It is not the cat itself that matters so much as what it represents, which is Mao Mao's presence, warmth, and the calming effect she has on him. It is a quietly devastating moment that humanizes Jinshi more effectively than many of his grand gestures or carefully chosen words. In the anime, however, this emotional nuance is missing. The story continues without this pause for personal reflection, leaving anime-only viewers with a version of Jinshi that feels just a little more distant. While the anime does hint at his growing concern for Mao Mao in other ways, it lacks this small tender note that would have made his emotional arc richer and more relatable. Fans of the light novel often point to this scene as a favorite, not because it is dramatic, but because it is so unexpectedly human. Jinshi is a character who plays many roles, including imperial official, symbol of beauty, and manipulator of court politics, but rarely does he show signs of weakness or genuine emotional need. This one instance where he lets his guard down, even if it is just over a cat, gives readers a clearer sense of who he is underneath all the layers. It is also a moment that affirms the shift in Jinshi's relationship with Mao Mao. Until this point in the story, his interest in her could be interpreted as amusement or professional curiosity. But this act, seeking out a small personal connection to her while she is in danger, makes his feelings more transparent. He misses her, he worries, he wants comfort. For a character so carefully constructed to appear untouchable, that says a lot. By cutting this moment, the anime misses the chance to deepen the audience's empathy for Jinshi. The scene was not essential for the plot, but it was essential for character development. Its absence does not ruin or make the anime adaptation bad by any means, but it does subtly shift how viewers interpret Jinshi's actions and motivations. It is easy to understand why the scene was cut. The anime has to maintain momentum and fit within time constraints. From a narrative standpoint, the story progresses fine without this emotional detour. The main plot threads of Mao Mao's abduction, the mystery surrounding her, and Jinshi's role in unraveling it remain intact. But adaptation is always a balancing act between plot efficiency and emotional depth, and in this case, the scales may have tipped too far toward the former.